But it's I heard that the Afghan fighters were fucking. I mean, they were good fighters, man. They would open the top of the Russian tank and drop fucking beehives in the fucking Russian tanks and close it. And when the fucking soldiers...
How were they handling the beehive before they dropped it in?
Probably in bags or whatever. I mean, they probably just had them and then fucking just opened it in the tank. And then when the soldiers came out, pow, they were just shooting them.
Oh,
because bees will make you vacate a tank.
Yes. How many times do they do that?
Don't know, but I remember hearing it and going, the fucking brilliance of that.
That's a hell of a strategy.
Yeah.
Taken out by a beehive.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them.
That's gotta suck.
I know, they're like, it's busy as the inside of a tank in here. It was a real inside of a tank of activity. The inside of a tank hairdo. Stop me. I'm on a beehive roll.
Hey, someone is questioning your brilliance with the beehive thing. Brian O in Chicago writes, brilliance, why didn't they just drop a couple of grenades in there? Because if they're opening the top, then they could just pop a couple
What's
of grenades
fucking cheaper?
Economics.
Yeah, exactly. Who wants to waste grenades on three guys?
But you've got to go around the countryside collecting beehives.
Bees were volunteering, I'm sure, in that country.
And let me also say...
Whose job is that?
What stupid tank crew is letting an Arab with a beehive walk up to him?
Right.
Jesus Christ. Shoot him.
I'm calling shenanigans on the whole beehive
No,
thing.
you couldn't...
I bet it happened once. Snopes it.
They would probably just run up on the fucking tank and somehow get in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somehow get in. Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Yes. It is not a Russian. Want to come in, fight war. Oh, shit, it is big guy.
Yeah, what do you think? They walked up with a fucking beekeeper suit? They're like, who is this man approaching the tank? Apparently, he needs punch. Do you think he wants a piece of cheese?
I need one of these Afghanis to get that goddamn hornet's nest out of my brother's attic.
What's he doing with that?
I got an idea.
Drop it in the sunroof of your car.
I want to start a campaign. You know, the big hornet's nest in my brother's attic. I want Micro to personally remove the hornet's nest from my brother's attic.
That'd be a great dirty job.
He does dirty jobs, not fucking deadly jobs.
Fuck that. How do we get this started? I want to start a campaign. I want Micro to personally help my brother out.
God damn, that's a good idea.
That would be good, man.
And his wife, my brother's wife, is in love with Micro, which makes it perfect.
Shit. All right.
That's great.
You get a little honey with the beehive. Yeah.
Little cuckolding.
I think we should all start tweeting the shit out of that. I need Micro to help my brother out.
Dude, that's a fucking good idea.
And we'll either fucking film it for some kind of dirty job episode, or we'll just film it for YouTube. We'll do something. Come on, Micro, help me out. We got to get this hornet's nest out of my brother's attic.
He probably even know how to do it already.
Yeah.
He knows everything
but
now.
The problem with the hornet's nest, you saw the video, I don't know how you get to it.
It's in the worst spot because you can't take it out without cracking it open, is what it is.
Right. You can't just scoop it up. You can't even cover it up, really.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you again. You
have to cut the roof, I think, to get at it.
You take a thick, clear plastic tarp, and it's in a nook and corner there, but you block off.
It isn't a weird thing, though. There's
you block
joists
off,
there.
You staple fucking... you staple down all of this tarp around it where you could see through it where they can't escape, so if they fly, they're going to hit the tarp. You know, you just surround it with tarp.
It's scary what it looks
staple
like.
It.
You got to make sure that you got all the holes covered.
Well, yeah, you know what it is? That's doable.
There's too many fucking...
We're looking at the video right now.
There's floor joists that... This thing kind of goes over floor joists, which are very... I don't know if you get the plastic to just seal it that easily.
Look at that fucking hornet's nest.
There's so many nooks, crannies, and angles on that thing. Imagine trying to get plastic.
Look at that.
You see the escape route to the bottom?
Sealed.
Yeah, there's a few there.
Oh, my God.
I love when my brother pats this damn thing. He's
Dude,
insane.
that looks so fucking otherworldly.
I know
That doesn't look like it belongs on Earth.
No, it's on YouTube, Opie Radio, if you haven't checked it out, but a lot of people have. I want Mike Rowe to remove that. That's what I say today.
You're right, though. You know what?
Mike Rowe's been lazy lately. Let's give him a real job.
You got to do it, dude. You know what you got to do? He's got to deal with that nest until December when it's fucking 5 degrees out. And then he ought to just not put the heat on in the house for a day and just let it get a little colder, because they're not going to do anything in December.
Well, that's the other problem is a lot of people saying, but that's a warm spot.
You want to get rid of that beehive? Put your businesses back on a paying basis? That's what you need. Fucking the quint of beehives. That's a big fucking beehive.
I talked to my brother yesterday, and unless we could get Mike Rowe to do this, he's seriously going to wait until it gets colder and try to scoop it up.
No! By scooping it up, you're going to break it open.
Yes.
It's like, remember in Stupid Faces of Death, they show the monkey head sticking through?
Yes, that's what it'll
That's
do.
what it looks like. It looks like you'd be slicing the head off the monkey and the entire brain would be...
Right.
You're not taking the whole thing.
Well, let's start something on Twitter. I want Mike Rowe to help my brother out and get rid of this fucking hornet's nest. Is Mike Rowe on Twitter?
You know me. You know what I do for a living. Mike Rowe.
Would you guys come over in bee suits for my video?
Without a fucking doubt, I'd go over in a bee suit.
I would need to
You'd be freaked out, right?
Absolutely sure it is completely sealed.
Yeah.
Like, I will wrap duct tape around me like a fucking maniac.
The video camera did not pick it up because I was using the HD flip, but when my brother patted this thing, you heard a massive, like,
get a stethoscope
coming from inside.
Get a stethoscope, put it against it, and then put the ear things by the microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd get...
Why? I mean, Mike Rowe's a friend of the show. He'll come over and do this.
We ought to
right?
get Steve to contact. I mean, we have his contact info.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's contact Mike Rowe immediately.
If we could
get him on the phone to even talk about it, that would be nice.
We need a giant fucking beehive.
Someone
removed.
is saying that Mike Rowe already did that on Dirty Jobs.
Oh, did he do beehive?
But
that's what I'm saying. He probably did.
But he didn't do
everything.
it for my brother.
Well, yeah.
And my brother's wife, who's in love with Mike Rowe.
Well,
And the hornet's nest is literally like right behind the door of my nephew's room. That
How
leads
does
to
he
the
sleep
crawl
in
space.
there?
How the fuck does your nephew
The
sleep?
fuck does he sleep knowing there's monsters in the closet? Literally. Kids are afraid of monsters in the closet. That's fucking a monster.
And you remember being a kid, any little weird thing in your head would just fucking be real scary.
I would picture the bees coming from under the door like like the bugs came out of Mr. Pratt's mouth and chest.
And Creepshow.
Just fucking just pouring out
from underneath
uncontrollably.
the door. What a great fucking horror movie that would be, huh?
Dude.
But my nephew said that he sees one in his room every once in a while. So they're kind of moving around.
They're coming out.
They're coming out,
They
checking
probably
things
walk
out.
through a vent once in a while.
Wake up and one's crawling in your ear. Ah! Freak out.
On your dickhead.
Ooh,
and it stings the hole.
That's hot. Oh, imagine a bee sting on your dick hole.
And you're too big. You're in the middle of a conversation, so you can't swat it right then.
I think you could end the conversation.
Is it amazing how a bee landing on you, there's nothing that would take priority? If a fucking hornet lands on you, I don't care what you're holding, you're fucking dropping it.
Yeah. Well, I've done that so many times and been in like conversations, serious conversations, important conversations, and just then go, "Ah!" You flail.
You just lose your mind.
I'm a pussy with bees. I hate them.
Joe,
me.
Everyone has their idea how to get rid of this fucking hornet's nest.
What does Joe say? Lasso them.
But what if your idea doesn't work and these things come flying out?
Yeah, you got one shot at this.
Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, isn't there some kind of a bug bomb you could throw in there, like a poisonous gas?
Yeah, but Anthony raised the point is that it's over these like things where they may just be able to go into the house. The nest may actually be in. Well, there's a lot of the nest you can't see, so they may just hide in there. Ugh.
We don't know how big the nest is.
And it's not just sitting on a one flat surface. It's in a corner where it's actually on the ceiling joists of the attic and the roof.
On the bug bomb and throw it in there. It's like a grenade, and it smokes up the whole room.
Oh, really? We got to cut the top open?
How's it going to get into the nest?
No, you don't cut the top open. You let it seep through the nest. It also kills their escape route.
Hornets breathe the same way the hornets breathe. The nest has holes in it.
Yeah, but it's got holes to the outside.
And
like that's how they get in and out.
And this nest, these little fuckers decided to build their nest around this huge, heavy plastic bag.
Yeah,
they knew they were going to build a huge nest.
They attached to like everything. It's like a puma.
Yeah,
I say your brother covers himself with honey and runs up there naked. Throws his body on it.
I do think that you have to cover it up with a tarp. I think, and then you can get something to slowly let smoke go in there, and then you do it slow from the outside too, and then you fucking. Inject the nest with something and just blast it with poison.
Well, Jeff's got today's idea.
In the winter.
Would you do this? Jeff, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Morning, guys.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Jimmy. I'd get a couple of CO2 fire extinguishers and get it from each side and freeze it with them.
What is it, the blob in his fucking attic, you dummy?
And Jimmy's always, Jimmy, what if it doesn't work? These things, as soon as they know they're being attacked, trust me, they get very angry and they figure out what the hell's going on.
You know what?
Immediately.
A CO2 fucking fire extinguisher. What's the temperature of the stuff that comes out? That might fucking
doesn't
stop
last
them.
long enough.
What if it doesn't? I don't like the might part of that statement.
Wrap the hive in dry ice.
Yeah?
A dry ice might work.
Yes.
If you take some dry ice, put it. How would you get it to sit over the entire surface of it?
I don't
You don't need to.
Okay. No.
Wait. Wes has a little info on this. Go ahead, Wes.
Something.
Yeah, hey, guys. Hi. Listen, it just 3 pieces. You put one on each side, one on top, put a piece of plastic over it. That thing will freeze in 6 to 8 hours. You just come back, pick it up, take it away.
The only thing is, though,
easy.
because it's not, you don't know how many nooks and crannies they're in. The nest may go, say the nest extends out 2 feet on either side, what you just can't see.
Well,
like, say, what?
And me?
What?
They're not going to feel, it's not going to be a sudden thrash to them. What it's going to be is just a steady freeze. It's going to be a steady cold.
Slow freeze.
Like,
this guy might have a good idea, dude.
Yeah.
You like block off the perimeter of it with like a cardboard or something, right? You tape the cardboard down, and then you just fill that up with dry ice so it covers the fucking hive with dry ice. Now you cover that with plastic so it keeps the cold in. That fucking thing will be frozen. Solid.
How do we get the dry ice out?
That's how we bring it out.
You let it melt, and it doesn't get wet. It just melts into a gas.
I like that. Well,
good idea.
Me and my brother were discussing.
That's not bad.
We want to see how active the hive is, so we're going to be filming a video in the very near future.
Colt 6 says, "Here's an idea: hire a professional."
I told you my brother can't afford a professional.
How much is a professional?
So I guess I got to hire a professional. But we want to see how active.
Introduce Islamic bees into the hive.
It's funny. Someone wrote, I don't know. Oh, Blue Healer. Blue Healer writes, just have Sobe suicide bomb it so he can claim his 72 virgins.
How fun would just fucking putting an M80 on top of it be? Oh, boom! Blow a huge hole in it and aggravate the fucking survivors.
They would be so annoyed.
Oh, the noise.
All their hard work.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to aggravate the hive in the next few days to see, what kind of action is inside.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put some cameras down and see
That's
how
a good
many
idea.
of these fuckers come out.
Light it up and fucking.
Then we'll see what we're dealing with,
Oh, yeah.
Watch it just be one big bee.
Oh, Christ. Imagine a giant fucking wasp in there. How scary is that? I'm frightened.
But I think Mike Rowe. You think Mike Rowe would come all the way out to Long Island to take care of this?
It's not one of those things where I'm like, there's no fucking way you can get him to do that. I think you might be able to get him.
Why not? It's good publicity for him. Not that he needs it with all the commercials he's doing. But
if not, you could probably get Rogan to fucking kick it.
Yeah. I'll hire Pat from Menaki.
Yeah, it'll go from Joe Rogan down to Pat from Menaki.
Here, Pat.
I'll eat it.
How much to remove the hornet's nest, Pat? Oh, $75. I guess that's fair.
Well, let's just call it even 50.
Just give me a free appetizer at FH. I'll do it for you.
I have no economic common sense.
Hey, guys.
Just pay me what the gas cost me to get halfway to your house.
I have no business sense whatsoever.
Drew Boogie's like that too. Like I'm working on a CD with some old material, and I'm using Drew to do some of the. Cause he's very good.
Sure, he's
great. And I'm like, I'm like, I put it on hold for a while. And now I started again. I'm like, Drew, I got to pay you, and he has no business sense. He's like, I don't know, whatever. I'm like, Drew, it's okay. I don't mind.
Pick a price. Are you out of your mind?
Watch him really fucking hold me up.
Gonna motherfuck you.
$15,000, shitbird.
Motherfucking me.
True.
Oh, sandwich.
All right, well, the phones are lit again about the hornet's nest. I got to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
Because he's got 4 small kids in that damn house.
Yeah, the Environmental Protection Agency loves this one, Mark. Dump motor oil on it. And that way it'll seep through the fucking sheetrock and go into the fucking room downstairs. Ass.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely irritate the nest and have a camera rolling.
Put gas on it.
I got to freaking make sure the family's out of the house when I do that one. But, yeah, pour gas on it. Just burn the house down. That's good. Decon foregone.
Decon foregone. Gonna be great. We're going to exterminate it.
Wait, Brian has something. He's an exterminator. We haven't heard from one exterminator about this.
Yeah,
Brian's
really.
Brian, what do you got?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
The way I would take care of it is I'd take a drill and drill a hole through the wall, like in the room or the ceiling, wherever it's touching, and then just puff an apicide dust into the nest.
A what?
Well, it's a dust. It's an insecticide dust, kind of like baby powder, only it's specifically made to kill bees.
How does it get into all the little compartments? There are so many fucking compartments in that.
Yeah, I know, but dust travels. Like big time.
Yeah, but it's got to travel.
You don't really
huge
notice it because it's really small, but like when wind catches it, it travels everywhere.
Yeah.
How do you know? I mean, a bee expert would know, but how do you know where the nest? Like, is the nest contained in what you can see, or does it go? Like, say it goes into the insulation. How do you know that the nest doesn't have fucking?
I actually saw this on.
You'd see some staining on the wall because inside all the larvae and bee excrement and things like that. it's going to stain.
Can you imagine stepping in bee duty in your own house?
The idea about throwing a fumigant up there, like a flea bomb or something.
Yeah.
It's against the law, and you'd get in some huge trouble if, like, someone got sick or the fire alarm went off or something.
Yeah, huh?
What, Danny, would you say?
You could also see where the hive is using a thermometer, because you could see if the temperature in the wall has risen a couple of degrees from activity inside the hive.
Jesus.
Actually, so I think they did that on Dirty Jobs also. They saw how a beehive was like 6 feet long because they were measuring the temperature along the wall. They knew where to cut.
Yeah, that's
out.
what I'm starting to wonder, if this thing is in the wall as well.
Yeah, it could be.
We can't really tell.
Dude, if it goes down...
Oh, my God. Could it be bigger, this
around
thing?
I'm trying to think. It could go down
into
the wall.
into like the drop ceiling.
Well, there's usually a plate.
Well,
over the wall.
another approach to do is just, I mean, I know there's, all right, guys. I know there's, bad feelings and all, but you could have Jill Nicolini ink it.
Ink it.
Jesus. Thanks, Brian.
Jesus.
The video of that? Looking for the
Fucking
thing. I'd
thanks,
love to see
Brian.
that.
All right, well, that's where we're at with the fucking hornet's nest.
Yeah.
It's still there.
It's amazing how
It's still
fucking
buzzing.
bee chatter.
Look at the phones.
I know.
Nobody doesn't want to talk about bees.
They want to talk about...
Everyone loves talking about bees.
They want to talk about homegrown terrorism and fucking bees.
And bees. That seems to be it.
That's the buzz.
Oh, Jimmy.
Sweet.
Use nitrogen. Liquid nitrogen.
The biggest
Very
problem
cold.
is it's really hard to get at. So you could cause a problem very easily.
In a horrible spot. Look at the video. It's in a bad spot. It's fastened to so many different angles and things, and you don't know how deep it goes. It could go into the wall. It could go through one of the eaves. Or
my brother had to crawl down and then squeeze in this one part to just look at it. It's going to be really hard to get at.
Just sit back where you crawled into that crawl space and just start blasting it with a shotgun over and over.
There's a video of that.
Just have them go, keep giving me shells. Yeah, bam, bam, bam. Just blast it.
Someone video response my video, and they did just that. They blasted with a fucking shotgun.
They get angry.
The video could have been better, but this guy took out a hornet's nest with a shotgun. It's pretty cool.
You are not going to kill them all, though. That's for sure.
No, I think even the guy's like, oh, boy, I got him angry.
Yeah, no shit.
So,
Because hornets, look, we hate them.
Terminators.
But that takes them a long time to build a giant nest, and all of a sudden to have someone just throw a rock through it.
Imagine if you had to just puke your house up. That's how you built it. Just by throwing up and building a house out of your vomit.
You're all fighting to fuck one queen. Your whole life is work to vomit and get one load off.
Yeah. You'd be angry if some idiot came over and kicked your vomit house over.
All of a sudden, your fucking roof is gone. You're like, oh, Billy.
Mikey.
Sucks.
Hey,
Hi, Mike.
Opie.
Yeah.
Millionaire Opie. Quit being so goddamn cheap and give your brother $1,000 so he doesn't want to find his kid dead in his bed.
How long have you been
Why?
listening to this show? That's the easy way out.
Why would you sacrifice such entertainment for just a
thank
little
you,
money?
Anthony. In the end, I'm sure I'll be paying for the removal of the nest, but why not make
And the
some
hospital bills.
Right? Why not make some good radio out of it? Is what I'm thinking. Of
How much do you
course,
think it
I'm
will
paying
cost?
for this thing.
How much do you think it would cost to get that done?
I don't fucking
A good
know.
exterminator. I almost said Terminator.
I would say $28.
It's gotta-
Honestly, I would have thought more.
I swear it would have to be a couple of grand. Fuck. In that situation, where it's located, because I'm sure it all comes into play. They don't just go, oh, you got a wasp problem, here's the price. They'd look at that and go, that is in a horrid spot.
I got an idea. Pat from Moonachie, if you could get this nest out of my brother's attic, I will give you $1,000 cash.
He's going to be dead.
$1,000 cash.
That's right. If you do it with your fist, 5,000.
$1,000 cash. If you want the job, you give me a call. You're gonna have to sign your life away, but
I would
money.
I would just get in a bee suit that is so airtight and then just kick it time and time again, leave and go, where's my money? It's gone.
It's gone.
But you didn't say anything about the Hornets.
Derek Jeter and Teixeira won Golden Gloves.
Yes, Golden Gloves.
Yes.
Sure, it was
Sharon
very
Osbourne
good.
is checking in, guys. Sharon Osbourne.
Hello.
Hi, Sharon.
Good morning, boys. How are you?
Oh,
Pretty
good.
Sharon.
I suggest Opie hire Susan Boyle to bring her fucking ugly stick and whack it off the wall.
Hit it with her ugly stick.